guys, this is Matt with another video for you today. I just wanted to share my story on how I went to go see Zakk Sabbath on November 1st, 2025 in Sacramento at the Ace of Spades. I've been a big fan of Zakk Wild for a while, whether may it be Ozzy or may it be Black Label Society. In recent years, he has a cover band called Zakk Sabbath, which is all Black Sabbath covers. Well, the best I can say is it's like souping up a hot rod already, because we all know how beefed up Black Sabbath riffs are and how Black Sabbath sounds. So it's basically it's just beefing up that sound a lot more. And I feel like it's a welcome tribute to Black Sabbath and their contributions to metal music and things like that. So I couldn't be more happier to go catch Zakk in all his glory doing all this. Because I've caught Zakk before in the past. I've seen him with Black Label Society at Oz, and then also in 2007 with Ozzy himself. So I was interested to see how this was going to go. Well, when I went to go buy the tickets, there were VIPs available. So I took it upon myself and I went and looked up the price, and the price was very affordable. So with the VIP, you get a meet and greet with Zakk and the band. You get a signed poster and one item signed, whatever that item may be a record or anything like that. So November 1st, we ended up going down there. We went down there around 5:30. We ended up waiting in line. The first thing they did was the meet and greet. Or no, it wasn't the meet and greet. It was the photo op with Zakk. I forgot to mention that there is a photo op included within that VIP package. So me and take a picture with Zakk, which was really awesome. Him and the band made you feel welcome. They were joking around the whole entire time. They gave off this big friendly vibe. Especially Zakk himself, he made you feel like you were a long lost friend and everything. I know when I walked up there, I had a San Diego Padres hat on, and he was talking about my hat because of the whole climate with Toronto and the Dodgers in the World Series. So he was basically saying like, "Oh, I bet you're a Dodger. I bet you want the Dodgers to lose." Like all this, blah 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 blah. We had a big old kind of conversation about that. So we ended up taking the picture, and then we ended up waiting in line for a little bit. We took like a fan photo, like a group photo all together, and he was very involved with that, moving people around, making sure that the photo looked flush and everything, and that everybody was where they were supposed to be and all that for a great photo. Then the meet and greet started. I ended up bringing a Zakk Sabbath record that I had had for a while. I had all the members of the band sign it, which was really cool. And then one of the Zakk Sabbath VIP people, they ended up handing me a poster that was also signed as well. And then from there, we also had early access to the merchandise too as well, which we got some really cool Zakk Sabbath tour shirts, which I'll have to show you in a little bit. Ended up hanging out for a little bit. The show started probably around like 7:30, 7:45, give or take. The first band that was there, they were Dark Chapel, and they kind of were very, very thrashy to me, what it sounded like. They played about 5 or 6 songs, and they sounded really good. And then after that, there was a cover band called Use Your Illusion, and they performed everything off of Appetite for Destruction, which, if you're a big fan like me of that album, then you'll really enjoy the time they were on stage. But they were all dressed up like how they were dressed in like 1987, 88, give or take, that era of Guns N' Roses. So it was really cool. It was a lot of fun. So then finally, Zakk Sabbath is about ready to come on. So then you kind of get to truly realize how everybody else's guitar sound and then Zakk's guitar sound. So when their roadie or the guitar tech that was messing with the guitars and stuff, you got to truly hear how loud that guitar was. And you kind of got yourself an idea of what you were going to be in for, which was going to be nothing but awesomeness. So anyways, we waited probably about half hour, 45 minutes, and then finally Zakk came on. And he put on a show for probably about an hour and a half, give or take. And his set list was nothing but there was some there all I mean, let's face it, everybody all the Sabbath songs are pretty well known, but I mean, what you would consider obscure was what was in that list. It seemed like Zakk and the band were focusing in more on the first 4 albums of Sabbath's discography, more or less. So there was no Sabbath Bloody Sabbath or Sabotage or Technical Ecstasy or Never Say Die. It was just those early 4 albums, which was still a treat. And he would take these songs and throw his own spin on it, and then extend these solos, an extra couple minutes or so. And it was just a lot of fun. And when you would think somebody would get that chance to extend that solo, you'd want them to stop it sometimes, but I didn't want him to stop. He just sounded so good. But overall, it was a very great show, and I have no complaints whatsoever. I just wanted to thank Soundering for being able to provide the opportunity to meet Zakk and the band. And by the way, the members of Zakk Sabbath are also members of Black Label Society too. So you got JD on bass and you got Jeff Fobb on the drums. So all of them are in his current lineup of Black Label Society. Very nice people. But I just wanted to thank Soundering for being able to provide the opportunity for us to get the VIP. The VIP was fairly affordable. Everybody was super cool and super nice. And then also another thing too, and it's just a small little thing that was kind of on my mind right now, was because due to certain things we couldn't. I had brought stuff in with me, and I couldn't leave the venue. I couldn't come back in, so there was a thing next. There was I'm not sure what it's called. I'm sure I'll remember it by the time I shut this camera off. But I know that there was a place where you could they would hold on to your stuff, and you would pay a small little fee, so you didn't have to worry about having to lug your stuff around, which was really appreciated at that moment in time. But all I can remember is after the show, it was hands down one of the loudest concerts that I've ever been to, one of the loudest shows. Not only was there ringing in my ears, the pitch in my hearing was off, so I know it was very, very unhealthy. So probably from now on I might need to bring some earplugs, but nonetheless, and when I mean the pitch, I mean people's pitches and the volumes in their voices were sounding way higher than what they were supposed to be. So it took about a couple days for my hearing to get back to normal. But anyways, I just wanted to share that story with you. And Zakk Sabbath, I believe at this moment in time, is still on tour. I think until the end of December of next month. So if they're coming to your town, or if they're coming through, go see them, go check them out. If you can get their VIP, it's totally worth it. I didn't have to pay really too much to get it, but you won't regret it whatsoever. I had such a great time at this show. It's hands down one of the better shows that I've been to in a long, long time. So I just wanted to say thank you for watching the video. Give a thumbs up if you like the video. Please subscribe. We cover music, movies, comic books, things that are all collectible and pop culture related. So again, thank you for watching the video, and I'll catch you later. Bye.